1 year ago, I made a decision in my life. A decision I'll never forget. A decision that changed the way I was. A decision to enter the Let's Play community. Hey everybody, this is Extreme Travesty, and today, October 4th, 2013, marks my 1 year anniversary of Let's Plays. It's been a long ride already, and I know that I can keep going, but there is so many people that I need to thank that I couldn't do this without. Everybody has their own big inspiration from a bigger LPer that says, hey, this guy can do it, why can't I? That one for me was Nintendo Capri Sun, but everybody knows him as Tim. I never thought that I'd be able to get into this because so many people these days were very young, starting in their teens and their early 20s. I'm 27 years old now. When I started, I was 26. However, Tim broke that rule for me. He's older than me, and he still can prove that there is still the kid inside of us, that we can still do what we loved to do when we were children, and that's play video games, but also add in the effect of commentary. And I sound a little nervous right now. I should probably have mentioned that before, but I am a little bit nervous. This is nerve-wracking for me, but I just have a lot of people I need to thank, and Tim is one of them. He was the big inspiration that I wanted to start this, but I could never really start. And he gave me a boost in saying, hey, if he can do it, why can't I? But in order to do that, I felt like I needed to get in touch with some of these Let's Player to know what it's like. Since Tim has so many subscribers already, it's very hard to actually get a hold of him. I didn't try really, but I knew it was going to be tough. But then my chance arose when I met another Let's Player through him. That Let's Player is Chibi Necodemics. I first noticed him, fairly enough, when he was streaming Mario Party 9 at Tim's house, here in Wisconsin. I didn't know who he was, but when I saw him, I didn't know what to think of him at first, mostly because a lot of people probably went there because it was with Tim. But as I started watching, I didn't focus on Tim so much, but this new person, Chibi Necodemics. He seemed like a really cool guy. Later that night, he decided to race Mario Kart Wii and try and get in touch with his viewers. This was my chance. After a few failed attempts, I finally got in and made contact. Amazingly, he had a big winning streak going, but I was the one to break it. He congratulated me, and I felt really happy. That's when I knew I may have actually found a connection to the Let's Play community. And I did, because Chibi Necodemics opened the door. Not just for me, but for himself and for all the others that I have met on the way. To start, there were two other people that I met through Chibi first, and that was Brand Tanuki and Tanmurph. I met these guys through their Lost LPs group. They were also doing Mario Kart Wii, and I thought, this looks like a lot of fun. Maybe I can try to coax my way into one. Was I trying to get famous? Not really. I just wanted to raise some people and see how it worked. When I finally made the connection with these two, it clicked. And I finally thought that I was going to get my start. First, Brand Tanuki, also a fellow Wisconsinite, and he took me in, I guess, as an acquaintance at first. And I know it's kind of hard for me to describe a lot of this, but he seemed like a really cool dude. Sure, he gets a little on my edge is because he likes to use the glitches, but you know what? Somebody's got to show you how to do them. even though I never use it. I think he was one of the first, after Chibi, that I started getting personal connections with. I think mostly because he was from the same state as me. But that also led me to Tanmurph, another person that I got actually in touch with through Brandon and Chibi. He was another great guy, even though he's further away from me than almost anybody else I've met, besides a couple. But as you can see, I'm going to get to them later. Tanmurph is probably one of the first people that I got in touch with and actually wanted to keep talking with me. I didn't know what to say, because it was like, this guy actually cares about his viewers, and I'm sure everybody does. But this guy actually made me feel better when I actually got started, and he said he was going to watch my videos. I felt great. I didn't think I was going to get instant fame from it, obviously, because I don't want the fame. I want to do it because it's fun, and he helped me. But once again, the doors were still open to meet more people. Another great person that I met was the Hero of Time. He used to do a lot of streaming on YouTube, and now he does it on Twitch. But while he was streaming on YouTube, he gave the chance for his viewers to be a part of a call. I got my chance. I got to know him, and he's a really cool guy. Probably one of the coolest guys I've ever met, along with the rest of them. And I don't know why I keep saying that, but like I said, I'm nervous. It's hard to talk these people up so much because they've probably already heard us all. And if they didn't, it's just nice to know that somebody still cares that much. What can I say about Jeff? Yes, he's a monkey ball runner, and it's really not my kind of game to play, but if he enjoys it, he can do it, and he's really good at it. He got world record in one of them for something. I wasn't there, unfortunately, because my life is so busy, but he's gotten those records, and I congratulate him for that. Chibi as well, I should probably mention, has a world record for snowboard kids too. Congratulations on that as well. But Jeff accepted me as well, and it just makes me feel like, wow, I'm really starting to make a lot of friends. And those friends led to even more friends. PC Wario, you're a beast at Mario Kart Wii. I will give you that. You're not unbeatable, though, as we have proven. But you are still a beast. And a great guy at heart. You and me have had some conversations that have gone to great lengths. But that's also including another group of guys that took me in and treated me like I was a brother. PC is like one of my brothers. But so are the Mutual Gamers. The Mutual Gamers consist of not only myself, but Monty 78134, Bluehead 86, Rubber Ducky Assassin 3, Soulsiver, and Emperor Shark 888. These guys I keep in touch with the most in recent days. Not because I can't get in touch with the others, but because they accepted me into their group after having to kick out 2 other people, and I feel bad for those people, but I guess they didn't have the same interests. The 2 people I'm talking about that are not pictured are Shark's sister, Leafly98, and Jordan, Nintendo Sauce. I feel bad that they had to be removed at certain times for other people, and Jordan had to be removed to enter me in, but I do appreciate that they've been there. They're really cool people. But back to the Mutual Gamers. I'll probably go one by one. Emperor Shark 888, you may be Canadian, but you're probably a funny-ass Canadian, one of the funny-ass Canadians that I've ever met. In a personal level. Because I've never met Proton John. He's funny, but you're still funnier. Soulsiver, I don't know you too much, but I do know enough. Because you had some of the most impactful stories that we've had to tell each other. One of the most, not the most. That belongs to somebody else. And that's Rubber Ducky Assassin 3. Or Miller, as I like to call him. Because that's his name. Miller, you're a weird one. I'm going to say that. You are crazy. You are nuts. But that's why I care about you. You remind me of myself at your age. Albeit some differences. I won't tell anybody. Unless you really want them to know. Unless they already know. But like I said, you remind me a lot of myself. As a lot of people do sometimes. But you take the cake when it comes to that. Then there's Monty. Monty, you've been through some tough times lately. But we were there for you. And we'll always be there for you. And I just hope that you can do the same for me if anything happens to me. Because I know it. Plus, you came up with this plan for next year for us to go to PAX. Hopefully you can stay on that promise. But if not, it's fine. We tried. But you're a great guy, Monty. And you deserve a real good life. Albeit from what happened. Finally, this was in no particular order, by the way, Boohead86. The first time I saw you, it was the same situation as Chibi. You were racing him. And you were beating him, too, a couple of times. So you're pretty beast as well. Out of the toughest Mario Kart Wii people I've ever faced, it's between you and PC. You two are just dominating. I could still beat you guys, though. So don't think you can get away with it. I probably haven't said enough to these guys about all these guys. But you know what? They're my inspirations. And in my heart, they're all my friends and brothers. And I really appreciate all that they've done to even help me. You'll also notice that the pictures on the sides are all my completed Let's Plays from the last year. Mario Super Sluggers was my intro. Not a popular game, probably, but it was something to get my feet wet, and I enjoyed it, and I was able to get everything I wanted to get out of it. Next was Spyro 2, another great game that I used to play when I was younger. I knew the 100% routes, and I knew what to do. Sure, I got mad when I couldn't find the gem. I go back to that day and I think, what was I thinking? But that's because I didn't know the trick. If I would have known the trick, it wouldn't have taken me 10 minutes. But it was a great game. I finished it. I completed it 100% like I said I would. And I had fun with it. Third, Paper Mario. And it was blind. It was tough to get through, let's just say. I wanted to do it as much as I wanted, but halfway through I decided, you know what, I just want to finish. And I did. And none of you got mad at me. Which I find surprising, because I thought you would really be mad that I'm telling you not to help me anymore. With every little detail. But you guys helped me push through, and you helped me finish. And I was able to finish the game with my friends along with me. And the last completed LP of last year was Mega Man 2 on difficult difficulty. First time I've ever completed it. It was hard as shit at Wily. But I love the game. I speedrun it. I'm sub 40 minutes. I could do better. Maybe. But it was just a game I wanted to do just to be quick. And now I'm currently on Let's Play number 5. But it's not pictured because it's not finished. It's only about 8 episodes in. I will be putting links for all of these in the description. I'll probably have annotations up for a little bit for the LPs. But other than that, I don't know what else to say. I just want to thank everybody that I have gotten in contact with, which is pretty much everybody on this screen except for Tim. But I do want to thank him for being an inspiration, for being the old guy who can still feel young inside. Here's to 1 year and hoping for more and more success. But most importantly, just having fun. Thank you for 1 year of happiness. Thank you for 1 year of Let's Plays. This is Extreme Travesty, signing off.